It's really important to me that you guys know that I had a war with my iron this morning and I lost. So let's just pretend that this is the most pristine, beautiful shirt you've ever seen in your life, and let's just move on. Let's just grow up. I watched a lot of TV as a kid. I still watch a lot of TV, but the TV I watched as a kid really shaped me into who I am and the things that I like today. So I'm going to tier rank the cartoon crushes that I had as a kid, and we're gonna see who I am based on that. I've split this into a few different categories, okay? So my S tier is I will die on this hill. A tier is still good enough to stand by. B tier is I guess I'll hand that to me, meaning like, yeah, okay, like that's cool. C tier is sure, I can see it, I guess, which is me starting to question myself a little bit. My D tier is like my safe zone because it was fine because I was still a kid, okay? I should not be held accountable for this, or like it was okay for me to like this character then because I was also a kid. And then this F tier is okay, never mind. So this is my cursed tier. And that's just how we're gonna do this. I've also split the characters into categories, so we're gonna start really timid, like me being a child, having an innocent little crush on these characters, and then we're gonna work up to like regular cartoon crushes that I feel like a lot of people still have, and then we're gonna work up to maybe I'm alone on this one. So that's what we're doing today. And we're gonna have fun, and I'm gonna have fun. And I don't care what you guys say. I don't care what you think, because this is gonna be for me, and you're just gonna watch and listen and keep your opinions to yourselves until the end, okay? Our first character is Aladdin. Innocent little kid crush. Well, this is also still a popular one that a lot of people have. As a kid, I actually had an Aladdin Barbie doll that I loved a lot, and I would carry that shit around with me. So for that reason, I think Aladdin is gonna go here. I'll hand that to me because he's cute and I'll take it. But I feel like we could still do better. The second one, Alvin, but only this version of Alvin, this particular animation style of Alvin. As a kid, I would watch the Halloween specials, like the werewolf one, and I loved this shit. Not for me now. I'm not gonna double down on this now. So I guess we'll put it at, it's fine because I was still a kid. And just leave it there. Because like the baseball cap and like the little fluffy hair and like the like little smile, like that was cute for me as a kid. Okay, let me have that. Okay. I know that I'm not alone on Diego, okay? Because when I was a kid, I wanted to just like run through the jungle, okay? I wanted to swing from vines. And you know who did that? Fucking Diego, okay? He was swinging from vines in the jungle, living his best life. And as a kid, I was like, that's it. And then I also liked his like hair as a kid. So again, I'm gonna put this down here at that's cool for me as a kid. As a kid, that made a lot of sense for me to have crush on Diego. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And now we have Prince Eric. This one, I feel like I don't need to explain either, because like Aladdin, a lot of people still have this crush. He was the blueprint, let me tell you. The dark hair and the light eyes, that set me up for a lot of failure as an adult, okay? This was a plant by Disney to ruin us all as adults. So I'm also gonna put this one on, I guess I'll hand that to me. Because I see it, I get it, okay? That makes sense. TJ from Recess, again, with the baseball hat and like the little hair in the front. His is different from Alvin's, but they both got that like baseball cap look and like the freckles and like, he was cute, okay? I'm still gonna put this on the it was fine because I was a kid, but I used to watch Recess all the time, and this was part of the reason why. I wouldn't stick to that now, but a lot of the reason for that is like all of these people are children, so I feel weird ranking them at all, but this is my childhood, okay? This video is in regards to my childhood. This is me as a child thinking these things. I feel like I have to have that disclaimer, okay? I'm not trying to be weird. Okay, this is just me delving into my childhood. Let me have this. The last one in this category is Widget from Wow Wow Wubsy. Let me explain this. Widget likes to build, she hammers and she saws, and her toolbox is filled, okay? She is like the lesbian stereotype. And I think as a child, I saw that. I saw this like almost mask presenting like girl character, and I was like, damn, the world is full of possibilities. So I'm gonna put it down here again at the it was fine because I was still a kid, because this, like I said, this is my safe bar, because it's like I don't agree with it anymore. Like I wouldn't say those things now. I wouldn't feel those things now, but I know where I was coming from as a kid. You know what I mean? I forgot to tell a Prince Eric story. As a kid, we had these Disney ornaments of like all the Disney characters. I stole the Prince Eric one. And I hid it because I didn't want anybody else to have it, because I wanted the Prince Eric ornament, and we never found it. It fell into the void. I put it in our little toy box to go back to later because I had my Aladdin doll and my Prince Eric ornament, and I was going to hold them and cherish them for eternity. But the Prince Eric ornament got lost. Don't know where it is. We never ever found it. It's gone forever. And I was very sad about that as a child. And honestly, talking about it has helped me work through a few things, so thank you for this opportunity. The next section of characters is like regular crushes that I feel like a lot of people have. A lot of adults have like looked back on their childhood and they're like, yeah, that makes sense. I remember having that crush. I totally respect myself for that. So I feel less weird about these ones, because these ones are kind of normal. The first one is Audrey from that Atlantis movie, because oh my god, I think this is still good enough to stand by. First of all, love that movie, and second of all, she gets it. I think that she understands the assignment, and she's here and she's delivering. Next we have Danny Phantom, and I know that you were expecting this because so was I. I think that, you know what, this is still good enough to stand by too, because classic. Again, the dark hair and the light eyes. Because him as like Danny Phantom with like the gray hair and the green eyes, that's okay, sure. But the human version of Danny Fentanyl, he is, yeah, the blueprint. He's the blueprint. So we have our first Disney princess, and that's Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. And a lot of the reason why I enjoy this character design is because of this particular outfit. I don't care for her at all when she's in her like princess dresses. I love this outfit, and you're gonna see that pattern a lot in this video, is like me liking characters based on a specific fashion style, and I think that that's totally fine. So this one is gonna go in the where do I want to put this one, because I guess I can see it, yeah, because of her clothes. But I'll put it there, yeah. I can see it because of her outfit, but that's really it. You know what I mean? So she's not gonna go any higher. And next we have Daphne, because who is surprised? This might be a picture of Daphne from the new Velma show, which I don't stand by. I didn't watch that. But that's just the picture that I found of Daphne. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. It's the same character. This one, I'll put it the, I can see it, I guess, because again, at this point in my life, I don't care very much. But I can see where I was coming from as a child, and that's all I'll say about that. All right, what y'all know about Dimitri from Anastasia? Again, the fashion, the clothes on this character, absolutely revolutionary for me as a child. Because he's got the Henley underneath, the sleeves rolled up, which we will call back to with later characters. The rolled up sleeves and the little vest waistcoat thingy and the floppy hair. Look at him. So I am most definitely putting this at I will hand that to me, because I will. And I stand by it, but not as much as the other ones. It's just gonna stay there. Eugene Fitzherbert I'm not even gonna explain this one because, oh my god, why would I ever have to explain this? Okay. I need to do a little bit of soul searching here. Yeah. I think that I will die on this hill, actually. Flynn Rider's going in the S tier. I don't even want to hear it again. It's like the long sleeve shirt underneath like the vest of sorts. And it's like the character development. And like, okay, I'm not explaining it. This. I knew it would come to this, and I didn't know that it would come to this so soon. Let me think about some things and let me gather myself. Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, in the first movie he's like cute and whatever, but eventually he looks like this, okay? And he's got like his hair gets longer and he gets the little braids and he puts this armor on, and are you actually joking? I think that everything about this is perfect. Everything about Hiccup is perfect. And I don't care who you are, and I don't care what you think. He's going in the S tier next to Flynn Rider. Again, I don't have to explain myself. It's fucking Jack Frost. We all know, okay? It's no surprise that he's here. He is going in the A tier instead of the S tier because he's not my, like, ultimate ride or die, but he's here and he knows what he's doing, and that's all. That's all you need sometimes. And then we have Princess Jasmine, because she was a different sort of awakening for me than Aladdin was as a child, and I think that we can all understand why. I mean, I don't have to explain it. With a lot of the characters, it's either the, like, collars with, like, the Henleys and the vests, or, like, the corsets or whatever, or it's, like, you can see their stomach. As a child who didn't know what it meant to be queer, what was I supposed to think when I looked at this? What was expected of me? I want you to answer me honestly because I don't know. Jasmine is going one step higher than Aladdin because women. And also feminism. And also, you know, again, Kim Possible. It's the cropped shirt and also the fact that she was like a spy. And I loved that as a kid. I remember Kim Possible being one of my very first, like, genuine crushes. And I didn't understand what that meant because I was a girl and she was a girl, and that just seemed like that couldn't happen as a child. I'm putting Kim Possible at A tier because, similar to Jasmine, I realized a lot of things about myself when looking at these characters as a child, and I still stand by that. We have Milo. Milo from Atlantis. I don't know the full title of the movie. You gotta, that one Atlantis movie. You know the one? You know the one. Again, the character design. The little floppy hair with, like, the Henley, and he was also very bookish, and he had, like, the circle glasses. I stood no chance. So I'm putting him on the B tier with I Will Hand That to Me. Because I still stand by it, but not as much as these other characters. I hope that you're understanding my process here. We have Prince Naveen. You must be understanding that there is a pattern here with the long sleeve shirt, and he's got it rolled up. He's got it rolled up too with, like, the vest and the tie. He was singing and playing the ukulele and dancing in the square because he is a super fun, silly, goofy guy that just wants to have a good time and be rich. And I think that that's totally respectable. This is going here. I don't care who you are, I don't care who you work for, and I don't care where you come from. The Prince Naveen from Princess and the Frog is going in A tier because I stand by that. And Splash Mountain is going to be Princess and the Frog soon, and that is everything I could have ever hoped and wished for. Okay, if Flynn Rider was in here, you must have been expecting Rapunzel, but specifically brown hair Rapunzel. Blonde Rapunzel, fine, whatever. But brown hair Rapunzel with, like, the short little, like, bob at the end. Because, like, there's something about brown hair and, like, green eyes that's, like, you know, let's see. This is a big decision for me. Again, I'm not as passionate about some of these. So, Rapunzel's getting A tier. Raven from Teen Titans. Again, a lot of these I don't have to explain. They're so common. Everybody knows. And you agree. Do you not agree? This one's going in A tier as well. Because that's just how the cookie crumbles, my friends. Shigo, Kim Possible. Is that how you say it? Is it Shigo? Do I know? No, I don't. This one, honestly, I'm gonna say something controversial. I didn't have as much of a crush on Shigo as I did on Kim Possible. And so she's going in B tier. And I know that there's gonna be an uproar from that, but that is just my personal experience. Now, I think I would rank her at the same level as Kim Possible, but as a child, I definitely liked Kim Possible more than I liked Shigo. And I think that I'm comfortable with this. I'm feeling brave. Vanessa, Dr. Doofenshmirtz's daughter. You know, I know, we know, and we understand. And we support this. I'm gonna put her down here with these guys because I can see it and I can appreciate it and I'm there for it. But I just feel like it didn't do as much for my personal character development. It didn't do as much for me as a growing individual. Do you understand? I was a little bit older then, I think, so it had less of an impact. And now we have Vidya from those Tinkerbell movies. And I know that you guys know what I'm talking about. Because similar to like Raven and Shigo, and Vanessa even, the like kind of grumpy, dark-haired, almost foil character to like the, to like Kim Possible or Starfire or Candace. You know what I mean? The storm cloud to the sunshine, that is just part of the assignment, okay? And I don't know what to tell you about that, but I'm putting her on I Guess I'll Hand It to Me, because that was so bold and brave and real of me to have a crush on this cartoon character as a child, okay? And next is Marceline. Again, I don't have to explain. We know. We understand. Now, Marceline, I'm putting in this tier, right? Because again, my A tier is basically a second S tier, but the S tier is like, I'm very gung-ho about these things. So I'm trying to reserve it for like my ride or dies, my top choices of all time. And I think that that's fine and good. On a similar note, Marshall Lee. You thought that I would include one and not the other. That is not the queer agenda. So they're gonna go together on the A tier right there. If you know it, you get it, you understand. If you don't, I'm sorry, there's no hope for you. Now we're moving on to my next level of cartoon crushes, which is I hope that you understand where I'm coming from with this. Because I've seen some of these some places, but some of them I haven't. And this is going to be where things might get a little controversial. JoJo from Horton Hears a Who. As a child, the emo, dark, brooding characters, I still stand by this because those are the best characters. I'm looking at like any character Timothée Chalamet has ever played. You know what I mean? Like, we grew up with this ingrained in our system. We were trained. And now there are people like Timothée Chalamet who are the soldiers on the front lines because of shit like this. I didn't know any better. I only did what I was told. And you know what? He's going down here. And that is where he will rest. Okay, this one's actually not controversial at all. I just don't really see her anywhere on any of these like cartoon character lists. This is Ashley from Recess. And I liked her more than I liked TJ because, like, look, it's like the boots and the beanie and the pigtails, still very queer coded. You know, you see it and you understand. So she's gonna go in the Sure I Can See It. I feel like this one might not be as controversial either, but this is Brad from My Life as a Teenage Robot. I just don't see him on very many lists either. It's the outfit, I'm telling you. It's the little sweater vest with like this oversized looking button down, and the fact that he like never really knew what was going on. If I'm remembering that correctly, I could have just completely lied straight to your face. But that's the vibe that I get from him now if I'm remembering the things correctly. And that also adds to it. So this one I'm not like crazy about. I'm gonna put it at it was fine because I was a kid. But the outfit, I'm telling you, the outfits is part of the character designs are so important. They are so important. They do so much. They are really carrying a lot of futures on their backs. Let me tell you. Okay, again, not too weird. Victor from The Corpse Bride. It's the same thing. It's the same thing again. The dark hair, the floppy hair, the nice clothes, and he also didn't know what was going on ever. What else do you want me to say? This one is going, sure, I can see it, I guess. That's where he's going. Next, we have number 3 from codename Kids Next Door. I don't know, it's just really good character design. A lot of these characters have dark hair, I don't know what to tell you. And like the oversized sweater with like the Converse, this inspired me in a lot of ways. This was one of those like, I don't know if I like them or if I want to be them type situations for me as a child. And it could have very well been both. I'm still gonna put her on this tier with like, it was fine because I was a child, because it was fine because I was a child. Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, this is a whole new category for me because this is like the David Harbour category of person. And I love David Harbour a lot. I don't care who you are, I don't care what you say, he's going in the B tier. Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph is going in the B tier. Shut up, shut up. Deal with it. Remember what I said at the beginning of this video, let's all be adults. Let's all just take a moment, breathe. We're gonna need that breath later on. This is Brandy from Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. And this is where I feel like I might have to stand up for myself a little bit. As a child, again, it was the crop top and like hyper femininity and something about like being in like stranded in like a desert, because they were like stranded in like a deserted like island, right? Like a jungle island, Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. I don't remember like anything about the show. I just remember that I liked watching it because I liked looking at this character. And that is as far as I'll go on that. I'm putting it at it's fine because I was still a kid. Because like, if you understand, then you understand. And I don't know what to tell you. You know. You don't look at me in my face and tell me you don't understand when I say Margaret from Regular Show. This one is a no-brainer and I'm torn. I'm gonna put it on the C tier just to play it safe a little bit. Well, no, she's going on B tier. I don't care. I don't care. Margaret's going on B tier. Look at me in my face and you tell me that I'm wrong. And now we have Max from Goofy Movie. Do I need to explain it another time? The floppy hair with the baseball hat, like obviously they were pandering, and that's show business. I had such a crush on Max as a kid. It's like embarrassing, honestly. So I'm gonna hand this to me. Max is going next to Margaret on this B tier because I was obsessed as a child and I can't explain to you why. If you get it, you most definitely get it. But I still don't want to sound weird about that. I don't want to sound weird about that. So that is broaching, like getting up to the kind of weird ones. Now we're in the category where like I can explain. And that category includes Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot. She was the teenage robot. And similar to like Kim Possible and Max, this character awoke something in me as a child. And I don't know what it was, but I loved this show. As an adult, I can understand that there were things going on in my little brain that I didn't understand yet, mostly in regards to being queer. I'm gonna put this one next to Max as well, because I don't want to put her any lower because she had just as much of an impact on me as the rest of these people, okay? This is my story. And next up we have Wally. And I'm realizing that maybe I should have thought about my explanations for some of these a little bit more, but at the same time, you can deal with it. This was something. He loved Eve so much and he cared about her so much. Just a beautiful character a lovely, perfect character, I'm putting it at this one because it was fine because I was a child, but like, no, he's going up here. I don't care. I can still see it. I understand where I was coming from as a kid, and I totally respect her decisions. In an entirely similar vein, we have Eve, because this is the queer agenda, okay? I'm talking Marceline and Marshall Lee. I'm talking Wally and Eve. I'm talking Jasmine and Aladdin. I'm talking Eugene and Rapunzel. This is so important to me. And again, I'm gonna put her, I guess I'll put her on the same level as Wally. I feel like if I put her lower, then that's mean. So she's going right there. For similar reasons to Wally, she was just like, she knew what she was doing. I support that sorting. What y'all know about Brother Bear? Because Kenai, and this is the worst part, not Kenai as a human, but Kenai as a bear. I don't know. I'm afraid. And he's just gonna go down there so that we don't have to talk about it, so I don't have to confront this. He's just gonna chill down there and do his thing, and we're all just gonna respect that, and we're just gonna let him stay down there at the bottom. Okay? So that's kinda... What the fuck is that?
Did you forget about us?
Oh my god.
We deserve to be ranked too.
No.
You have to.
No, I can't.
We deserve to be ranked too. You have to rank us, or I swear to God, bad things will happen to you. Ellie, we can make bad things happen to you. Do you want bad things to happen?
Okay.
Yes, go on. Click, Ellie, click.
I can't look at it. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
You must.
No. I need you to know that just as much as you don't want to watch this, I don't want to do this. Okay. Finbar? Finbar from the Rubber Dubbers. I have to rank it. I have to. This is against my own will. I have to. And even if they all go on the bottom, everything's gonna be fine. Robin Hood, but not any of the human versions of Robin Hood, the fox version of Robin Hood. He's just gonna go down there too. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Barry the Platypus. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't have a choice. Meta Knight, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's just here. No, I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm so sorry. Okay, it's done. Okay, it's done. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So that's all of my characters. All of my childhood cartoon character crushes. This is the final product. All of the sins that I've committed today laid before you to feast your eyes upon. And now I'm realizing that there's only 2 people in the S tier, and there probably should be more, but I can't go back. I can't go back and change the things that we've done today. Okay, I'm sorry. So, that's all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking through this with me. I appreciate it. If you agreed with any of these, maybe not necessarily where I ranked them, but just having them here, if you agreed with even just one of them, you are legally obligated to like this video, and I don't make the rules, and I'm sorry. If you disagreed with any of these, or even if you did agree with any of these again, still, you are legally obligated to subscribe. Again, I don't make the rules. Thank you for watching. Let me know who you agree with and who you don't agree with, and if there are any that I didn't have in here that you wish were in here, please let me know in the comments. I will be reading and I will be waiting and anticipating because I have to know, and I feel like it's important for us all to investigate these things about ourselves. And I know that there are definitely some for me that I missed, and so let me know if you want a part 2. I know I'm gonna do a part 2, but of like real life, like IRL characters in shows from when I was a kid. That's coming at some point, so look forward to that and leave any suggestions down below. I already have a good amount of characters in my brain that I'm going to include in that tier list, but feel free to let me know more down below that you want to see in the video. If I disagree with you, it's not going in the video, and I don't know what to tell you. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day. Bye.